charging phones on the show yesterday when someone wanted to know why their phones seem to charge more quickly in France. It raised the question of what you can do to boost your phone's battery life. Handily, the Glasgow-based telecom experts LIGO have just launched an interactive guide on how to do that, and we can find out more from the company's CEO and founder, Sam Amdjadi. Hello, Sam.
Hi, Rebecca.
Now, what inspired you to create this guide, and how does it work?
Well, it was a recent trip to London, actually. It's amazing when you have to leave your hotel room in the morning and return late at night. Suddenly you get quite nervous about your mobile phone battery power. We found that frequently our phone battery was dying on us halfway through the day. So when we came back to head office, we decided to look into it, and lots of information available online. They're a little bit sketchy. We thought, let's get it all together in one interactive guide that is useful and accurate. So there's lots of information out there, some are not really relevant or actually factual. So we've made an interactive guide. It's available on our website, www.ligo.co.uk. You just simply enter the make and model of your phone, and it will give you the top tips relevant to that device. Some of them you'll be aware of, and they won't be anything new. It's just common sense. But some of them might surprise you.
And if we look at phones generally, without using your guide, what are the best ways of conserving battery life that apply to most phones?
I think the first thing to point out is mobile phone batteries haven't developed quite at the same speed as the rest of the mobile sort of tech industry. People nowadays want a lot more from their smartphones. They want it to be smart, so they want it faster. You've got retina displays, high-quality cameras, power-hungry apps, and people actually use their mobile phones a hell of a lot more. There was a statistic the other day. I think on average, a typical user accesses their phone 221 times a day. So some of the tips on how you can conserve or improve your battery life. For a start, watch the brightness of the screen. If possible, switch on auto brightness. That actually has a huge impact on the battery life. Turn off connectivity settings when you're not using them. This is, again, a simple tip, but it has a big impact on the battery life. So, for example, Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth, people generally switch them on and forget that they're on and leave them on all day.
And which phones are the best for battery life, and which ones are not so good?
I would say the Sony Xperia Z3, which is recently launched, is by far the best one. It's claimed to have 2 days of battery life. It doesn't quite live up to that, but it's clearly the best one. The one to avoid is the iPhone 5, unfortunately. Although I've got to say the new iPhone 6 is doing a lot better job.
And finally, Sam, going back to the homework sucks question from yesterday, is it true that phones charge more quickly in France than they do here?
Unfortunately, no. There's no sort of science to that, or we did do some digging around, and there's nothing to show that mobile phones charge quicker in France, unfortunately. So at the moment, there's no truth in that, but we'll keep looking into it, and if there is an answer, we'll certainly write into it. But we'd love to hear from the listeners. I mean, the guide is on the website. There's been a lot of discussion around it, so we'd love to hear what works for your listeners and what doesn't, or what they want us to research.
Okay. My phone charged quicker in France.
Yeah, that's probably just because you've done other stuff to it, Simon.
It just did, and then when I came home, it didn't. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I guess when you're in a business meeting in London, you don't really fancy going to France just to charge up your phone. We're trying to find ways of improving it. There was one thing, if there's time to mention it, for those who use Samsung or HTC phones, use Google dark version when you're surfing. It's called www.blackl.com. What this does, it displays Google on a black background, which significantly improves battery life. It's just a new thing that's come out.
Thank you.
Halloween themed.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sam. Sorry, we've got no more time. Sam Amdjadi, CEO of LIGO, and I will be tweeting that link to the interactive guide on how to boost your battery life after this.
That was my fault because I came in.
It was your fault.
But it just did. It charged quicker. Anyway, Rebecca, thank you very much.